Have you ever tried to quit coffee and felt like your brain broke, your mood crashed, and your life fell apart in under 48 hours?
I am dead inside.
What if I told you the problem isn't that you need coffee, but that almost everyone quits coffee in the worst possible way? If you quit coffee wrong, you don't just get headaches. You get anxious, exhausted, irritable, unfocused, and tempted to quit quitting. And that's exactly why most people fail. Here's what nobody talks about. Coffee isn't the real addiction. Your routine, your identity, and your timing are. Most advice tells you to
just stop drinking coffee.
That advice wrecks your energy, your work, and your confidence. And then you assume quitting coffee isn't for you. But what if quitting coffee could actually make you calmer, more focused, and more energized than you've been in years? Only if you avoid 5 specific mistakes. Miss even one of these and you'll feel miserable. Stick with me, because mistake number 4 is the one that almost made me give up completely. If you're watching this, you're probably tired of needing coffee just to feel normal. You wake up already behind. You crash mid-afternoon, feel edgy without caffeine and wired with it. Meanwhile, you see other people with calm energy, steady focus, and better sleep. And you wonder what's wrong with you. I've been exactly where you are. I built my mornings around coffee. I told myself it made me productive. But when I finally quit the right way the day after Easter in 2024, everything changed. My energy stabilized. My anxiety dropped. My focus improved without the spikes and the crashes. Today, I'm going to walk you through the 5 things you must not do when quitting coffee, in the exact order that matters most. And by the end, you'll have a clear plan that makes quitting easier than you ever thought possible. Let's get into it. Mistake number 1, quitting cold turkey. If you've ever quit coffee cold turkey, you know how brutal this is. Headaches, brain fog, irritability, fatigue that makes you feel broken. Your body isn't weak, it's adapting. Caffeine changes your brain chemistry. When you remove it all at once, your nervous system panics. Most people interpret this pain as proof that they need coffee. That's the lie. What you really need is a taper. A taper means slowly reducing caffeine so that your brain adjusts without shock. This keeps you functional. It keeps you sane. And most importantly, it keeps you committed. I'm fortunate that I was able to quit cold turkey and succeed. I'll link to the video below where I explain my experience quitting coffee. The first day was hell. In hindsight, I should have tapered instead, just to avoid the headaches. In a minute, I'll show you why when you quit matters just as much as how you quit. Mistake number 2, quitting on a Monday morning when you have to work. I'd be willing to bet that this mistake destroys more attempts than any other. You quit coffee right before a busy work day. You expect discipline to carry you. Instead, your performance tanks. Your patience disappears. Your stress skyrockets. Now, quitting coffee is associated with failure and embarrassment. Your brain says,
never again.
The smarter move? Quit when the pressure is low. A long weekend, a lighter work schedule, a time when mistakes don't feel catastrophic. This gives your body space to adjust. It protects your confidence. And confidence is everything when changing a habit. In hindsight, I would have waited for a different day to quit drinking coffee rather than picking a Monday when I had to be at work. Next, I'll share the mistake that silently sabotages your motivation even when everything else is perfect. Mistake number 3, keeping it a secret. Most people hide their attempt to quit coffee. They don't want judgment. They don't want pressure. But secrecy works against you. When no one knows, there's no accountability, no support, no grace when you're struggling. Telling even one person changes everything. It turns quitting coffee from a private battle into a supported process. You stop beating yourself up. You stop feeling alone, and you're far more likely to succeed. When I decided to quit coffee, I told my wife. Having her support helped me be successful. The next mistake feels small, but it's the one that made my mornings feel empty and miserable. Mistake number 4, going without a hot alternative. Coffee isn't just caffeine, it's comfort, it's warmth, it's ritual. When you remove coffee without replacing the ritual, something feels wrong. Your hands feel cold and empty. Your morning feels incomplete. That discomfort pushes you back to coffee. The solution is simple. Replace the ritual, not the stimulant. For me, it was hot lemon water. For you, it might be herbal tea or decaf. The heat matters. The routine matters. Your brain relaxes when the ritual stays intact. For me, heating water on the stove and then adding it to a mug with a teaspoon of lemon juice was just what I needed. I even made a cup to take my mug to work with me. For me, it replaced coffee emotionally, which I found helpful. The final mistake sounds logical, but it keeps you addicted longer than you realize. Mistake number 5, replacing coffee with another source of caffeine. This is the sneakiest trap. Energy drinks, pre-workout, high-dose tea. You tell yourself it's different. Your nervous system disagrees. You're still stimulating the same pathways. You never reset. You never learn what your natural energy feels like. Quitting coffee isn't about switching brands. It's about breaking dependence. When you finally do, your baseline energy improves. Your sleep improves. Your focus becomes steady instead of spiky. I'll be honest with you. I still enjoy a cup or two of black tea in the morning and an occasional Coke Zero in the afternoon. I regret not quitting caffeine entirely when I stopped drinking coffee. I intend to eliminate caffeine entirely at some point, but I'm not quite ready yet. If this is already helping you rethink quitting coffee, do me a favor. Like this video so more people see it. Comment quit if you're planning to stop drinking coffee. Subscribe to Building Success for practical habits that actually stick, and ring the bell so you don't miss what's next. All right, let's finish strong. How to quit coffee the right way. Here's the simple plan. Taper slowly. Choose low stress timing. Tell someone. Keep the ritual. Remove all caffeine. Do this, and quitting coffee stops feeling like punishment. It starts feeling empowering. You trust yourself again, and that confidence spills into everything else you do. If you avoid these 5 mistakes, quitting coffee becomes realistic. It becomes sustainable, and it becomes a win that you can build on. My name is Stephen Kofer. Thanks for stopping by. I started this channel when I hit a turning point that forced me to rebuild my life from the inside out. I realized real success starts with changing your identity, not your goals. Now, I help people break old patterns, build better habits, and become the person that their future can depend on. If you want to hear more about my experience quitting coffee, watch the next video on my channel. You've got this.